Good day, everyone. My name is Rose. I'm from the Hospital Management Asia team. Thank you for taking the time in joining this webinar. I'm very excited to discuss with you the step by step guide to submitting for HMA Awards. Before we proceed with the discussion, I would like to welcome Professor Laksono Trisnantoro, who will give a short speech and welcome message for everyone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good afternoon for Rose from Hospital Management Asia. Thank you very much for your time for explaining how to write the proposal for Hospital Management Asia Awards. So, I will speak in Bahasa Indonesia first, and then you can discuss with the participants using English. Jadi seperti kita ketahui bahwa tahun 2024 ini konferensi tahunan Hospital Management Asia atau HMA itu akan diselenggarakan di Denpasar, Bali atau di Bali pada akhir bulan Agustus 2024. Seperti biasa, setiap tahun HMA memberikan semacam award ya atau penghargaan atas karya-karya atau kegiatan-kegiatan atau program-program rumah sakit yang inovatif di berbagai kategori. Nah, nanti Ibu Ros akan menerangkan cara-cara untuk membuat tadi ya, menyusun proposal dan mengirimkannya. Nah, saya dari Magister Manajemen Rumah Sakit UGM ya. Ini sudah bertahun-tahun ya sebelum COVID itu, membantu HMA menjadi juri untuk menilai berbagai award tadi ya. Dan pengalaman saya sebagai juri itu selama bertahun-tahun itu wakil Indonesia dari rumah sakit di Indonesia itu sangat sedikit di berbagai kategori tadi. Oleh karena itu, program yang kita lakukan saat ini adalah suatu program yang kita coba untuk mendorong teman-teman rumah sakit di Indonesia untuk semangat dalam menulis proposal untuk award di HMA ini. Ya. Nah, hari ini kita akan mendengarkan dulu dan diskusi dengan Ibu Rose langkah-langkah tadi. Namun saya berharap tidak hanya hari ini. Setelah kita memahami betul langkah-langkah yang nanti akan disampaikan oleh Ibu Rose, kemudian kalau bisa kita juga menyiapkan secara penuh ya, karena deadline-nya masih di bulan Juni. Jadi kita masih mempunyai waktu sekitar 1 bulan lebih sedikit ya untuk bagaimana kita bisa menulis award untuk HMA. Nah, ini sangat penting bagi saya pribadi karena saya juga tidak berharap ketika kita menjadi tuan rumah di Bali bersama RC ya, Asosiasi Rumah Sakit Swasta Indonesia, nanti kita tidak mempunyai wakil di award, dan paling ya sedih kalau nanti pemenangnya juga tidak ada dari Indonesia. Karena memang kita dari dulu memang sedikit dan pemenang dari Indonesia itu masih jarang sekali. Oleh karena itu, saya berharap kita bisa membuat pelatihan ini atau memulai ya sebuah pelatihan untuk menyiapkan proposal kita dari pertemuan hari ini. Ini maksud saya. Oke, saya demikian dari saya, dan thank you very much Ibu Rus atas waktunya, for your time, for be patient, for explaining about how the steps for writing the proposal to HMA Awards 2024. I do hope that after this we will have like some exercises for a better preparations to Bali meeting in the next August. Yes. Thank you very much. Terima kasih sekali, dan nanti kita akan teruskan dengan berbagai kegiatan penulisan yang akan dikoordinasi oleh MMR UGM bersama-sama dengan Pusat Kebijakan dan Manajemen Kesehatan UGM. Sekian dan terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So to begin with, we have the website where you can find the information for HMA Awards. If you're familiar, you just need to visit to www.hospitalmanagementasia.com. If you click on the awards button, you will then be brought to the information about the HMA Awards. Since 2002, we have run this program together with the Hospital Management Asia Conference, with the goal really is to provide a platform for hospitals in Asia Pacific on where you can share your best practices and of course to promote the hospital's dedication to continuously improving the patient experience and also the health outcomes. We have highlighted here some of the reasons why hospitals participate, which we can start with. You can position your hospital as a healthcare in in the region. When we say that you be seen as a healthcare leader in the region, this is for your hospital to showcase that you're one of the best. It's showing your dedication, your team's dedication in continuously improving your services to the patients, not just to the patients, but also the experience for your staff and also the impact of your hospital to your community. Another reason is to build the momentum for continuous improvement. So building on the first one, this is showcasing that your team is not just about providing service. Your goal is to improve the health outcomes of your patients in your community. And of course, boosting the morale of your team. This is a great opportunity so you can acknowledge and recognize the hard work and dedication that your team, especially their time in allotting in servicing all the patients, the community, as well as creating a movement for inspiration in the region. That's our number four. When you share your experience to other hospitals in the region, you are also showcasing how you want to inspire them in following these steps. And perhaps it can even encourage them to apply these projects to their hospital as well as to do better and improve on what you have presented. Lastly, is also to promote a patient-centered approach. This is keeping in mind that patients is always at the heart of care. With your projects, you are embedding or focusing to your team that the awards is not just for recognition, but it's also to encourage them to always think about the value of the patient experience as well as how to improve the services in your hospital. Aside from this information, you can also find the details of the criteria and categories in the website. There are five different criterias that the judges will look into. You can also check this out later. Of course, you're always looking at the improvement, the impact of your project, its sustainability, and we'll also be looking into the composition or the process that you have applied in your project. We also have 9 different categories that you can choose from when you want to submit your projects. You can check out clinical effectiveness improvement, infection control, community involvement. All these, I'm sure, are applicable to the activities that you do in your hospital. And bear in mind that for any projects, you can actually submit them to different categories, especially if it's a project that helps the community, but is also through applying one of the latest healthcare technology. You can submit them also to patient experience improvement if it shortens the journey of the patient during their care treatment in your hospitals. And also we have financial improvement, talent development, if you have projects that helps you train your staff, and also the team in your hospital. Each of these categories has explanations that is also available on on the website that I was sharing, which you can find all the information as I've mentioned: patient experience improvement, financial improvement, talent development. And also, I would like to highlight that two of our new categories are the nomination for the Hospital CEO of the Year. I'm sure with the leadership of your hospital director, this helps in shaping the mindset of your team and also the activities that you implement in the hospital. So if there are any projects led by your hospital CEO or hospital director, you can nominate them for this category, same as for your chief nurse in the hospital. Another information that would be relevant to your experience is the rules and regulations. In terms of eligibility, all hospitals in Asia can submit, be it from public or private hospital, from teaching hospital, you may be from a small or big sized hospital. You can submit your project. What we look at is the impact. It's not from the size of who submitted it, it's how that project has impacted the improvement of the services in your hospital. As I mentioned, you can submit the same project in multiple categories. But of course, we encourage that you make sure that your objectives are specified and you're able to present quantifiable results of your projects. Each submission has a nominal fee of USD 100. This is because we have to pay maintenance for the administrative and for the platform of the submission. We also request that all submissions be done in English as we have judges comprised of international experts. We have a judge from Johns Hopkins, from Australian communities, and we need your help to make sure that it will be easier for them to review your project submission. In each project submission as well, you can include supporting materials such as the items mentioned on your screen. So we have the CEO certification form. This is a downloadable form that you can get your hospital CEO or your general manager in the hospital to confirm that the project is indeed happening in the hospital. You can also upload supporting documents such as press reports, awards you've won, photos related to the project, comments and testimonials from your stakeholders. You can also include graphs of the results of your project. Basically, anything that can help the judges review your project and, of course, to identify them as one of the best for the category. Here. And of course, just to summarize in terms of the submission process, first is really to understand the rules and regulations, which we've run through, just the categories, which project fits on what category is available. Next is to sign up in the submission platform, which I will show later, how the platform looks, how you can submit your project. and of course the parts in the submission. And of course, you don't need to complete everything in one go. The platform is really you creating a profile, and you can save the information that you will answer for each of your project submission. And the most important part in when you're submitting the project is the entry questions. As you can see here, each of the category comprises of 5 different questions. You have the background, the goal, activity, result, and closing argument. I would like you to each take note that for each question, there are maximum number of words. As we receive hundreds of submissions for the different projects, we try to help as well our judges in when they do the evaluation. Thus, we have implemented this word limit. If you would like to include more information, you can always save it as a PDF and add this as a supporting document. But we would like to request from the hospitals that you highlight in the background in 350 words the reason why you implemented that project, and as such for the rest of the questions. And that's mainly the part for the submission. In terms of the winner announcement, it will be announced by first week of July for the finalists, but the awarding will be at the HMA conference on August 29 during the gala dinner and award ceremony at the main conference in Bali, Indonesia. For each winner, you will be asked to prepare a poster, which will then be displayed at the main HMA conference. This is to give an opportunity for you to present about your project. And of course, for the project video, which will then be presented during the gala dinner, that can help our attendees to have a better understanding of your project. This will also be a good showcase for you, an opportunity to showcase your hospital activities in this short project video. And now on the website, if you click on the Submit Now button, this will actually bring you to the submission platform. I will just be showing a short screen of how the page looks like. So as you can see, it looks a bit different than the first website, but don't worry, this is just a submission platform. And the rest of information is in the same website. If you would also like a PDF copy of the information in the website, you can always download it by clicking the brochure. Same information is available in that PDF file that you can distribute to your team, so it'll be easier for them to use it as a guide instead of going one by one on the website. And next, I will be showing you the submission platform. So this is all for the 40% who have not heard, and also for the, I think, 50% that said you have not submitted a project to the HME Awards. The best way is to really try out in the platform. So it's very straightforward, and I hope it'll be easy for you to access. So you'll begin with clicking the submit button on the right side, or the here for the new user. It will then ask you to fill out a registration profile. At this point, no payment is required. It's really just you inputting the information, filling in the rest of the form. By completing your information, it can also help us assist you. For example, you put in you're from the quality department of the hospital. Then we can further assist if you have any question on any categories like the clinical effectiveness category, the infection control excellence, if those are the categories that you're interested in submitting to. Some of these details are also important for the invoice in case you need it to submit to your finance in the hospital. So as you can see, it takes about a minute to complete the form. And once you've completed it, it will then bring you to the submission page. In the submission page, you can choose the category of the project that you're submitting to. So basically, the questions are the same, but it will only open specific to the category once you select that. So if you're submitting multiple entries, you will have to answer them one by one. So submit first for, let's say, infection control category, and then next you wanted to submit for clinical effectiveness, then you will have to do that separately. So on this page, you just need to fill out the information, especially those questions in asterisk. In red asterisk, those are the fields that are required. So you can see when you've hit the limit of the words, the platform will give you a warning. You can see the red portion below. Each question, it summarizes the number of words that you've used for the question. So you can see basically fill in the rest of the activity. If, for example, you have photos of the activity that you want to highlight, what you can do is that add a note in the text box that you have attached photos to showcase that because you have the supporting documents or the supporting materials at the bottom of the submission form. The same, it is the same for the results, especially I know some of you would have results in graphs or some tables. You can also attach those documents, but please bear in mind that there is a maximum of 5 supporting documents or material that you can upload. So you start with the CEO certification form, which is a link, basically a template that you can upload. You'll see that there's a file size limit of 5 MB, the types of files that you can upload, any photos, any doc file. But please take note that you cannot upload a video. If you want any link to the video, you can add it as a text in the question part. So please take note the limit of the file size and also the file type. Um, and as I mentioned, you do not need to finish everything in one go. So once you have filled in some of the information, you can see different buttons at the bottom part. Confirm is when you have finalized all the information and you're only submitting that one project. Confirm and add new when you wanted to add another project. Save as draft. This can be helpful, especially if you still have some parts that you want to edit later on. Or, for example, you're submitting multiple projects, but you only have time to do one today. So you can save the project as draft first. If you click the save as draft, it will show as draft in the status, and it will give you an option to edit the submission. So if you click complete submission, it will bring you back to that same form wherein you can now finish and click confirm. Once you have clicked confirm, the status will be ready for payment and the proceed to payment button will be also active. Once you click that, it will bring you to the summary of your submission. You can select the payment option, which is just by credit card. And once you click confirm, it will then bring you to a private payment gateway, a secure payment gateway that you can fill in your card information, and that will be completing the whole process for the submission. And that's it. This might be very technical. You can always ask us questions if anything is confusing. But my first tip is to, after browsing the website, is for you to create an account in the submission platform so you can explore the features and the fields. And you can even try out submitting if you just want to see how that looks like and how the confirmation information will be sent to you via your email. And with that, I would like to open the floor to any questions. You can also type in your questions in Bahasa. My colleague Hario will help to answer your question. And perhaps Hario, can you give some short summary that can start up our questions for our new hospitals who are interested to submit?
Okay, thank you very much, Rose. Ya, Ibu Bapak sekalian, jadinya tadi Rose sudah menyampaikan terkait dengan bagaimana kita bisa mengetahui terkait dengan HMA Awards ini, dan juga bagaimana kita bisa mengakses sekaligus mungkin tadi teknis ya, bagaimana kita untuk melakukan submisi. Tentunya Ibu Bapak sekalian, langkah yang memang bisa kita lakukan di awal tentunya adalah ini sama-sama, karena di depan laptop kita bisa buka website yang memang tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Rus, yaitu hospitalmanagementasia.com. Jadi, is it okay, Rose, if I can re-explain regarding the website in Bahasa Indonesia? It's fine.
Sure,
Ya?
go ahead.
Sure, thank you very much. So, Ibu Bapak sekalian, silahkan nih sambil mungkin mengikuti Zoom ini, apabila Ibu Bapak ingin untuk bisa memahami tadi secara umum bahwa kita bisa melihat kembali di website hospitalmanagementasia.com, yang tentunya nanti di atas ini ada yang silakan bisa masuk ke awards ya, di bagian menu bar di sini. Dan ketika Ibu Bapak melihat yang ada di komponen awards ini, tentunya Ibu Bapak bisa untuk melihat di sebelah kiri ini ya, di bawah ada submit now dan brochure ini, itu adalah about and benefit. Tentunya ini secara umum akan memberikan manfaat bagi Ibu dan Bapak semuanya, utamanya apabila Ibu Bapak memiliki project yang bisa direkognisi, utamanya di level internasional. Yang tentunya ini secara langsung bisa untuk membantu rumah sakit Ibu Bapak untuk bisa meningkatkan reputasi, baik secara internal ya, maupun secara eksternal juga. Di samping bahwa memang ada mungkin reputasi yang bisa di-gain dari level eksternal, tentunya dengan adanya capaian-capaian yang bisa dicapai ya dalam Hospital Management Asia Awards ini, tentunya ada suatu tools yang bisa digunakan atau dimanfaatkan oleh Ibu Bapak sebagai pengelola rumah sakit untuk bisa meningkatkan kinerja internal karena memang ini suatu awards yang cukup prestise di bidang rumah sakitan. Dan tentunya dari berbagai macam about and benefits ini ada beberapa kriteria dan kategori. Tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Rose, ada 9 ya kriteria yang ibu bapak bisa untuk ikuti, mulai dari peningkatan efektivitas klinis, kemudian sampai kontrol infeksi, kemudian bagaimana rumah sakit juga bisa melibatkan ya komunitas, community involvement yang ada di sini. Apabila rumah sakit ibu bapak memiliki capaian atau proyek tertentu terkait dengan healthcare teknologi, kemudian patient experience improvement, ini cukup menarik. Kemudian ada financial improvement, tentunya talent development, maupun juga ibu bapak bisa untuk mengajukan Hospital CEO of the Year atau Chief Nurse of the Year. Ini dua kategori baru yang mungkin belum ada di IM Award sebelumnya. Tentunya di website ini, ibu bapak bisa untuk mempelajari terkait berbagai kriteria dan kategorinya, dan juga tadi Rus sudah menyampaikan ada mungkin batasan-batasan regulasi yang kemudian bisa kita pegang ya. Tentunya adalah bahwa ada entrance fee-nya tadi ya, $100 per project, di mana submisinya ini akan menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau English, yang tentunya nanti ada supporting material atau bahan-bahan yang perlu untuk dipersiapkan. Nah, bahan persiapan tadi itu kurang lebih hanya maksimal 5, Ibu Bapak. Jadi ada 5 supporting material yang perlu untuk dipersiapkan, yang tentunya itu perlu untuk ditulis nantinya dalam sebagai keterangan, misalkan di dalam background, menulis background, goal, activity, result, atau closing argument. Tentunya Ibu Bapak memiliki mungkin apa ya, suatu argumen tertentu kenapa kemudian ini layak untuk misalkan mendapatkan award dan sebagainya. Harapannya bisa tertuang ya dalam 5 hal ini dengan batasan kata yang sudah jelas dituliskan di sini, dan juga di situ juga perlu didukung oleh supporting material baik berupa foto, kemudian juga dokumen-dokumen yang sudah dihasilkan, maupun juga apabila memang sebelumnya pernah untuk menerima penghargaan mungkin di level nasional atau yang lainnya, tentunya ada dokumentasi yang bisa untuk dituangkan sebagai pendukung dari apa yang dituliskan oleh Ibu Bapak dalam submisi ini. Tentunya dalam submisi ini silakan bisa mencoba. Tadi terus menyampaikan di akhir ada 2 hal yang Ibu Bapak bisa lakukan. Tentunya adalah membuat akun atau di submission platform. Caranya adalah dengan mengklik submit now yang ada di sini, lalu bisa membuat akun, dan juga Ibu Bapak bisa mencoba untuk mengisi ya form itu dari satu hal mungkin karena ini submisinya itu tidak langsung begitu Ibu Bapak ini tuh langsung tersubmit gitu. Jadi ketika memang ternyata memerlukan waktu ya untuk bisa memperbaiki backgroundnya, memperbaiki ini dan sebagainya, itu nanti Ibu Bapak bisa save as draft ya, sebagai suatu draft yang bisa dituangkan di form submisi ini, sehingga memang ini bisa berproses, artinya tidak langsung ini harus disubmit hari ini juga, misalkan mau daftar hari ini, sehingga memang Ibu Bapak bisa mencoba memfamiliarisir mencoba untuk lebih familiar dengan sistemnya dengan membuat akun yang ada di submit now di sini, sekaligus juga tadi ya melihat komponen-komponen yang ada di dalamnya. Oke, sekiranya seperti itu Bapak, sedikit banyak tadi apa summary dari apa yang sudah disampaikan oleh Rose. Mungkin kita membuka sesi pertanyaan. Silakan Ibu Bapak bisa menuliskan di Q&A. Rose, sorry, are we open with direct questions by sound or just by Q&A?
We only have available the Q&A chat for
Oh
the
yeah,
questions.
no worries. Sure, thank you very much. So, silakan Ibu Bapak apabila ya ada yang memiliki pertanyaan, silakan bisa untuk klik di Q&A dan kemudian mengetikkan pertanyaannya apa, nanti untuk kemudian kami dapat sampaikan ke Rose. Oke. Kami persilakan Ibu Bapak, mungkin kita masih punya sekitar ada 10 menit untuk sesi question and answer. Okay, Rose, there is like one question from the studio in here, if you mind to answer. So, for one hospital, how many projects can we submit And also there is also a follow-up question about in one hospital, can we submit more than one project in one category, or maximum we can submit one project in one category? Can you explain this to us?
Okay, so first, your question for the hospital, for each hospital, there is no limit in the number of projects that you can submit. You can
Okay.
also submit the same project in different categories. For example, you're submitting for patient experience and infection control. You can do that for the same project. Your third question on, for example, you have different projects, but you want to submit in one category, you can do that, but you have to take note that in each category, there will only be one main winner. So basically, if you submit two projects for clinical effectiveness, both projects are competing with each other.
Sure. Thank you very much, Rose. Bapak dan sekalian, tadi ada di sini ada pertanyaan terkait dengan sebenarnya satu rumah sakit itu bisa untuk submit berapa project yang mungkin bisa untuk dilakukan di sini. Artinya dari HM Awas sendiri tidak membatasi, Ibu Bapak sekalian mau mengumpulkan berapa banyak uh, project pada HM Awards ini. Jadi apabila Ibu Bapak memiliki beberapa project ya yang mungkin bisa disubmit, silakan bisa submit. Dan juga bisa jadi bahwa Ibu Bapak bisa mengumpulkan beberapa project dalam satu kategori. Misalkan tadi ada kategori tentang financial management. Misalkan Ibu Bapak memiliki 2 atau 3 project yang mungkin ini bisa untuk dimasukkan ke dalam HMA Awards. Silakan Ibu Bapak bisa mensubmit tiga-tiganya apabila dirasa ini uh, perlu untuk direkognisi semacam itu. Namun memang tadi Rose mengatakan bahwa ketika berada dalam suatu kategori yang sama, maka itu nanti akan berkompetisi satu dengan yang lainnya. Okay, Rose, can you maybe explain to us regarding the winner itself? So will be like one winner or maybe about multiple winners in each category?
Okay, so in one category, we have 4 finalists. One will be the gold winner, and 3 of those will be the excellence awardees. So basically, all the runner-ups. So we have
Okay.
1 main winner and 3 runner-ups.
Okay. So, thank you very much. So, Ibu Bapak di masing-masing kategori itu nanti ada satu main winner, artinya yang juara satunya semacam itu. Sementara nanti ada 3 di selain yang main winner itu yang akan direkognisi sebagai kriteria excellence gitu ya, sebagai runner up-nya tanda kutipnya seperti itu. Jadi ada sekitar 4 ya, total maksimal 1 pemenang utama dan 3 pemenang excellence-nya yang itu nanti akan direkognisi per kategori. Okay, Rose, I think we have a question in here in English from Mr. Muhammad Heri Kurniawan.
Thank
Would
you
you
for the
mind if you...
question,
Sure.
Sir Muhammad. So you're asking if you should submit the entry under the individual hospital or under the umbrella of Permina Group. The first consideration here is that, is the project applied to all the hospitals in the Hermina Group? If yes, then you can submit under the main company name, which is as a Hermina Group. But if the project is only implemented in, let's say, 1 branch, 2 branches, I would recommend that you submit it under the hospital branch. Because when you explain the result is only specific to that hospital. So, yeah, it depends on the case. Yeah, case 1, you implemented to the 47 branches, then yes, you submit under hospital Hermina Group. If only to a specific branch, I would recommend you submit under that individual hospital. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Heri Kurniawan, for hopefully that it can answer, Rose answer can answer your questions. Ya, silakan Ibu Bapak sekalian. Mungkin apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan lagi, silakan bisa di chat. Kita masih punya sekitar 5 menit untuk bisa lebih memperdalam terkait dengan PMA Awards. Uh, maybe Rose, one thing that we can maybe learn from previous winners. So, can you describe to us regarding what is the usual project that maybe can be considered as the excellence, or maybe the previous winner? What characteristic that the project have that maybe we can consider? Okay, so maybe we can select which project from our hospital then that can be submitted to the award. Can you discuss us,
Yeah.
sir?
One of the interesting projects that actually won last year was that for the most advanced healthcare technology category, they submitted a project on using AI tool to help their staff. So it's basically that program that when you input all the information, it gives them suggestion on how best the staff can assist the patients. So that's something as a new technology that if you have implemented any, some even the bots, they have a robot to serve in terms of patient experience. This is trying to reduce the waiting time for the patients. So instead of a staff, it will be the bot, basically that bot who helps answer their question. There are limitations, but it's one of the advancements in the group. Another project that was nominated as well is they were using a VR, a virtual reality system to train their doctors. So it's an approach to help in the training process of the staff and also in implementing technology. But other than that, there are also projects on, of course, clinical effectiveness. There are also projects on, there's one from Apollo on how they reduced waste in the hospital. I will be able to share, I'll be glad to share a link of all those projects after this webinar to all the attendees so you can have an in-depth review of those projects.
Sure. Thank you very much, Rose. Ya, Ibu Bapak sekalian, tadi ada satu pertanyaan juga terkait dengan kira-kira biasanya proyek yang bisa memperoleh juara satu lah kira-kira, atau mungkin masuk kategori excellence itu yang seperti apa. Tentunya tadi ada banyak ya contoh-contohnya yang mungkin juga Ibu Bapak bisa lihat di hospitalmanagementasia.com tadi di bagian award. Tentunya ada previous winners yang 2023 itu nanti ada beberapa contoh-contohnya yang bisa lihat ya proyek seperti apa. Namun tadi Rose menekankan mungkin adanya suatu mungkin inovasi-inovasi yang Ibu Bapak yang tentunya sudah ada clear goals dan juga clear outputnya ya. Jadi ada suatu upaya misalkan untuk efisiensi hal tertentu atau mungkin juga terkait juga dengan bagaimana untuk pemanfaatan teknologi ya untuk inovasi dan juga hal-hal lainnya yang itu memiliki clear output bahwa memang ini sudah berdampak ya terhadap baik itu pasien, baik itu petugas kesehatan atau mungkin staf rumah sakit yang ada di dalamnya. Tentunya ini bisa disubmit yang tentunya tadi perlu untuk didukung oleh beberapa dokumen-dokumen pendukung yang bisa sertakan di dalam submisinya. Sure. I think there are no other questions, Rose. Do you want to?
So, first of all, thank you so much for everyone who joined. If you think of any more questions later on, you can always send an email to us or even WhatsApp me. I will share that information to all the attendees afterwards. And we will assist you in your journey in submitting to the HME Awards. I hope that all the attendees will consider this, especially for your hospital, to encourage your team and to give them an opportunity to acknowledge all their hard work. And once again, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you, Hario, for
And
assisting in
can I
sharing the
mention
information. Sure.
several information first? Thank you very much. Ibu Bapak sekalian, apabila nanti tentunya selain dengan Rose dari Hospital Management Asia, kita juga silakan Ibu Bapak bisa mengakses website PKMK di manajemenrumahsakit.net. Tentunya kita akan membuat reportase terkait dengan kegiatan ini dalam bahasa Indonesia yang tentunya kita akan banyak hal yang bisa kita mungkin kedepankan kita kolaborasikan bersama. Tentunya nanti ada berbagai macam aktivitas yang bisa untuk dikembangkan untuk agar membantu Ibu Bapak sekalian dalam submit di HMA Awards ini sendiri. Thank you very much, Rose. I just mention about the next step from us to translate it to Indonesia, to bahasa Indonesia, and hopefully can assist them to submit in HMA Awards. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hario. And yeah, so once again, thank you so much everyone for joining. I hope you have a good rest of the afternoon, and thank you for taking the time in joining this session. I do hope that you will think about submitting to the HMA Awards, and of course, joining us in Bali this August 27 to 30 for the awarding as well, and the Conference of Hospital Management Asia. Thank you everyone, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Rose. Thank you all of you.